Right now we're going to be doing something a little bit more different than what obviously you were used to my content. But then again, if you're used to my content and you've spoken to me a little bit, you understand why I'm quite happy to do something a bit out there from my usual content. What we're going to be doing today is unboxing the smartwatch. I've never had a smartwatch. I don't know a good one from a bad one. So basically, what we're going to be assessing is, can I get on with one? And that is going to be a curious question. So yeah, this is going to be available on Amazon. The company that do this is called CloudPoem, which is a bit of a nice name, you know, CloudPoem. You know, it sounds quite heavenly. So yeah, but I mean, by the sounds of it, it sounds like my typical sort of review, which is vape related. And what do you do when you're vaping? You make clouds. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it. And do I actually know about it? I know the product is something like, I think it's like a pink gold or something like that, black and pink gold or some rose gold or some shit. I would have rather had the black one, but that was a little bit more money. So you know, it is what it is. So yeah, let's get on with the unboxing. To make things that little bit easier, what I've done, I've pierced the ends to make the silicone paint a bit more filmed, a bit more easy to take off. Attaching it to somewhere. So yeah. Yeah, so as you see, it's kind of magnetically charged here. So once you plug that in, not the most strongest of magnets, once you plug it in, you will basically connect here and charge away. Being only a 300 milliamp battery, one of the things I recommend is you don't use your smartphone chargers with it. It would be way too powerful. We're talking about something like, I don't know, what are we on now? Something like 40 odd watt chargers. You want a 2 amp charger, something small, 1 to 2 amp charger, something that will charge slow and gradually. I've kind of had to do this a little bit differently. What I'm going to have to do is just run it in a screen record and then do all my thingamabobs from there. I mean, I don't think I've got a barcode thing. There we go. Right, so open website, view code, and that's it. App Store, Google Play, Glory Fit. See, as we're going through this, we're going to be going through this together. So I thought, why the fuck not? You know, hence the reason we are currently running in a phone view. Open. Agree to terms and conditions. We always agree to terms and conditions. We are still going to run in screen mode, so let's just go. Select your gender. Sorry for you non-binary people. There is no alternative option. I have no idea what my height is, other than it's. See, they could at least given you a feet and thingamabobs. So, yeah. I think that's approximately right. Oh, fuck off, bruv. I mean, we are a stoned kind of country, so, you know, this is not helpful. But, yeah, I'm going to guess that's roughly about right. This app will calculate your sleep habits according to your age. So what are you telling me? Like, you know, so I'm from 87. Right, dude. I've got the cat trying to help now. Target steps 10,000. Select the temperature unit. What do you mean? Select what temperature unit? Yeah. Select device. Right, okay. Enable call functions. Oops. So I think more or less what we do SMS. You set all the functions you want. I mean, personally, quick reply. Can you do that? I'm going to do fixed replies. Back. There we go. That's number one. Cool. It's always a simple one, isn't it? What are these universal settings? So yeah. See, I've noticed already within the past couple of minutes, what we're already down to 94% battery on the phone. So where was the settings I was looking for? The specific setting I was looking for was the Find My Phone thing. Bear with me. It's an interesting thing. Don't know why. You saw all the software changes up. So what we're going to do, make things a little bit easier. We're going to change the theme a little bit. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more accessible with brightness. Unlike my brightness, at least a good, you know, pretty bright. On screen duration, I would say about 15 seconds, because you never quite know. It doesn't seem to be the most responsive interface is a little bit laggy on the old point, not super sensitive. I'm wondering if I can change that. You have your power settings here, your system settings. This is your watch information. There is an update somewhere. Download app. You send me download the app to this. I'm not 100. Here we have all your fitness shit. I could probably connect this to my phone here. Well, I'm not going to be able to hook up my Spotify without going back into my screenshot thing. So let's not keep fucking about with having to do this, because every time I do that, I have to keep changing the video up. So yeah. It's not particularly, this measures your minutes, distance, I presume, and that's your heart rate. Contacts, no contacts are in my phone right now. Well, in my device right now. I'm not sure if that's whether or not I've synced it up right. I'm going to presume that's a no. So, you know, it's, I would prefer a, I mean, this is interesting. How it measures your heart rate is it reads off the back of the watch, all your sensors and stuff like that, in the middle of your watch, kind of like this, you know, and your blood pressure. I don't really want to know what that is right now. It's probably high. So it's an interesting device. I think I need to get used to it a little bit more before I give an in-depth explanation, but straight out of the box, I've got to admit, I'm kind of impressed. I think this battery's a little bit laggy, and so is the responsiveness, because I'm constantly having to hit back for, you know, what's that, games? Flappy Birds on the go. That's quite funny. That made me giggle a little bit. This has a voice assistant. Okay. Didn't really like to work. She's either plain deaf or just doesn't understand me. I don't want you to measure it, so fuck off. Mind my French. Let's see. And that actually worked, which is pretty cool. So, you know, when you do your find your phone thing, you don't necessarily have to do that. You know, if you know your number, you know your number, don't you? So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to have a little play about with this within the next week or so, you know, or at least in the past weekends, and I'll give you a bit of an update on it at the end. Right, so I've been having a bit more of a fiddle about with the watch. There's a lot more to it, probably a little bit more than it's going to take me to do a bummed down version of the video. I mean, it is what it is. But one of the perks I like about this is a proper fitness watch. I'm not a proper fitness person. I'm not really into none of that kind of stuff. But one of the things I liked about the watch, it also looks into your sleep patterns, whether you're in a deep sleep or a light sleep, or even if you're just in REM sleep in night, you know, which is quite good. And the heartbeat controls it also reads it as you can say what kind of sport you're doing, whether that's some sort of jumping, you know, all the athletics kind of stuff, which I think is a nice little deal, to be honest. As far as battery goes, provided you're not fuck-arsing about with it, 300 milliamps is more than enough. One of the downsides to the watch that I found is I tried to take the watch away with me, but I left it on my bedside table when I went on holiday. But I took the cable away with me, so I thought, right, I've got the cable. I thought I might have accidentally left the cable where I went on holiday, and not being a USB-C, and being its own charger, kind of left me a little bit messed up. So yeah, but now I found the cable, and right now they don't do a separate cable, which I hope they will start doing. But as far as the watch goes, it's a good little performing watch. Like, it's not particularly very difficult to connect up. It's just learning on how these functions work, and all that kind of thing. All your heart rates and things like that are timelines, over 24 hours a week and stuff like that, depending on how you want to do it. So that could also be, rather than just a sports watch, it's a health watch. You get what I mean? So it's got its perks, there's probably potential ways to turn it into like a red button watch or an SOS watch or something like that, for potentially elderly people that are a bit more tech savvy. I mean, let's face it, not all elderly people are useless with technology. Some of them are actually very good. My grandma, for example, was very good with technology. She was the one who used to introduce me into technology. I think, oh, that kind of thing don't exist. She was, I'll prove it. And a lot of times she did. So, it's not to say there isn't people this could serve, especially with health conditions and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, to me, for the price, I think is an absolutely excellent priced watch. I mean, I got the rose gold one, which was about 30 quid. I think the black one was about 40. I think it's a bit of a steep hike just to change the colour. I mean, I prefer base colours. Just like standard black. I mean, why should I pay another £10 more on the watch just for it to be black? I mean, anything else is a bit more flashier to me. I don't like flashy. I mean, look at me, I don't do my fucking hair or none of that shit. But yeah, I mean, as far as the watch goes, it's a good little watch. In my opinion, it's worth buying, even if you've only have it for 6 months, something like that, a year. It's cheap, it's affordable. There's plenty to do with it, and it can help you keep on top of your messages, and it acts like a beeper as well, that kind of thing. It is an interesting little device if you are a watch wearer. I mean, the problem with people these days, we're so used to looking at our phones, and we can get easily distracted with our phones. I mean, I think this is probably why fitness and things like that go downhill, because we're constantly looking on our phones. I mean, I'm looking at my phone doing a video review, so I hope you kind of get my point here. So yeah, I'm going to end that here, and I hope everyone's enjoyed this random little review I've done. I want to thank the company for giving me the opportunity to do this kind of product, because I've never done this type of product before. It's a really interesting little thing, and I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. It's not particularly the most comfortable wristwatch, but here's the thing: it's a bog standard strap, and these kind of straps have been going for decades. There's no particular reason. If you want something a bit more like a mesh or like a fabric-y, cottony kind of strap, there's no reason you can't go get your own. Accessing straps and things like that these days have never been more easier. I mean, you can probably buy them on bloody Amazon, or go to your local jewelers if you can be bothered, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the review, and I will catch you all with another product or video some point soon.